Alright, I've shot this video about 4 times already and can't for the life of me make it work. So the heat insulation is pretty much done for this section. Gonna leave the AC stuff how it is. There's gonna be wiring here anyways, so I can't really put a bunch of heat insulation there. So this part of the tunnel shield should go where the downpipe is. I'll have to finalize the rest of the tunnel and underneath the car once the transmission is closer to in, so I can see exactly what clearances are for the exhaust. But I think it turned out pretty nice. There's, a few flaws here and there, and hey, no one's perfect. This is really my first time doing this stuff, so I'll make that mistake when I can. These things are an absolute freaking disaster. So this, kind of hard to see, but this is a bonded plastic, and so the two pieces of wire are bonded together. Let's see if it'll do this normally on the camera. There we go. They're bonded together, and it is an absolute disaster. So getting this DT 04 2P on there and having the pass through for the ABS sensors to get wheel speed is a disaster. These things need to be DTM, right? Because they're very small wires. This is my pre and post oil cooler temperatures. Very nice shallow depth M cell sensors, which I've gone over before, and they're Y block to be in parallel. So, like I said, I got the ABS sensors all done up. Power steering rack lines are almost finished with a new cooler. I don't know where I'm going to mount it yet, so I'm waiting. The fuel tank box and the new coils are ready to go. I've got a new brake line I need to do for the passenger front. That's going to be NICOP and kind of go over here, up, over, probably above the two max sensors and come up. I'm sorry, solenoids, and go up, and then down here, run across this top because I want to keep it away from the turbo heat, and then come back over into here. So that should work pretty well, and drop back into here, be good to go. And I am running out of room with my 20 gallons of shit in a 5-gallon bucket, and I'm still finding weird stuff like this. Like, these are the standoffs for my intercooler for the V-mount. This shit was just barely tacked in. So, I mean, beyond the car being lit on fire, we have shit like this that's not even completed. So, let's say any sort of acceleration or accident, and I could just like rip this thing off. Same goes for all these. So, I'm gonna have Spool and Phil, Mr. Phil himself, go finalize the V-mount to his liking. We'll do some little bit of ducting here and there for that thing out of the hood. The other thing is new motor mounts are going to be a pretty nice setup. I think it was from Himney Racing. Their polyurethane seems to be the quieter and stronger version of the ones in the market. So going with that. And then now I'm trying to figure out if I have room here. So it'd be taking a cutout plate right here, and I have the 2 military spec with back plates connectors, and then I'd use this factory one right here because I can't really cut this out very well unless I have to, for the other plate, which would be like the PMU stuff, which is heavier gauge. So that's kind of where I'm thinking. The ECU does land right on the other side of this, so I need to be very careful if I do end up cutting here. Drilling into the ECU, that would be fun. But hanging out with T56 and waiting for 4th of July, which will be the gift to myself, is finally after 8+ months we'll have the semi PP street ported motor from Eccentric coming out. That, and then we've got the gauge clusters coming in. That's going to be really special. I'll leave that one until it shows up, because it's, even though it's not going to be lit up yet. We ended up doing an amber error correct color. My whole garage is trash right now, but yeah, that gauge cluster is really special. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be here next week. And like I was saying earlier with these things, I can get this bag open. By the way, this is like $15 each, because shipping is a bitch. These things would go right here in this flat spot here and here. Right, so I'd knock out this whole region, put a plate on it, put this to the plate, done. So I just hate hacking up a firewall, and I hate doing that sort of modification for pass-through. So just trying to weigh some options here and see what else I can do to make this nice and clean, besides physically passing it all through here and making a little block-off plate, and then having 1, 2, 3 size 24s on that plate. So that's another option. So I can grommet this, and I would have a cover, and the cover itself would have 1, 2, and 3 connectors on it, and it would be kind of positioned very close to the clutch master cylinder with some verticality to it. So I don't know, another option. It's a shame that the first video that I made did not turn to video, and it was a picture. So cheers, y'all, on to the next one.